So don't miss out. The dog days of summer will be here before you know it. Take advantage of this awesome 2-for deal from your friends at Metro today.
When it's time for a road trip, you never want to leave your best friend behind. But what if your pet isn't excited about going and it's not even from your driving? The Hemp House has a variety of products for dogs as well. Visit hemphousechat.com for more information.
If you were watching the show this morning and perhaps you or someone who you love very much is considering moving from their home to independent living and senior living, you know that you have many choices in this town. One of them is Hickory Valley Retirement Community, and they are proudly joining me on the show this morning, Katie Holloway, and with her is the newest part of the family,
yes,
Blaze Betts. So good to see you both.
Good to see you too.
I love the fact that you're kind of going to set Blaze up, but anytime you're looking at making the move yourself, or if it's the adult child helping your parent move, you really worry because you want to make sure that they're in good hands with people who love them. Blaze was born and raised on this.
Yes, absolutely. So we're excited to have Blaze at our community. She's got a long history, like you said, born and raised in it. She's almost done every job that there is in a senior living community, serving, reception, marketing assistant. So she has a full scope of, what it is like to serve seniors.
I don't want to talk behind your back, so I'll let you do the telling. The reason you've been able to do all this is that your dad is in this line of work.
Yes, my dad is a GM for a retirement community, and then my mom was an occupational therapist. She's retired now, so I've definitely had a fair share of experience in senior living, and it's something I'm passionate about, and I'm so excited to be at Hickory Valley.
The passion is key, and I know that you're young, but that brings with it its own strength.
Absolutely.
I think, because you know all of this and you've got the energy to bring to it, and a real heart, because I'm sure you relate a lot to the people who cross your path.
Absolutely. It's like having a ton of grandparents is what I always say.
I didn't want to put those words in your mouth, but I thought that's what she might say. I mean, so talk a little bit for us, Katie. We've had a chance to go to Hickory Valley and see what it's like. I think that I feel anyway, when I first come through the doors, is it really does feel like home.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things our residents say, families say, people that tour our community, that it doesn't feel, when you think of retirement communities, sometimes you think of a facility. Well, we're careful to say that we're a community, and when you walk through the door, it feels that way. Judy, that's going to greet you at the front desk, she's been with our community for going on 34 years in June. Anyone that's been to Hickory Valley knows who Judy is.
Yeah.
She keeps us straight, and she's a great gatekeeper and helping direct residents and people alike. And so a lot of people say that it feels like home. We have a lot of tenure on our staff. Our maintenance director is celebrating 23 years this year. Our maintenance assistant is celebrating 17 years this year. One of our evening attendants has been with us for over 28 years, and I could go on and on.
That's quite impressive.
It really is. So, one of the things that we look for are people that truly have a heart for seniors and want to serve them. I always say, if you're just looking for a job, it's not the field for you. We take care of people, and it's important that they feel respected and have a heart for it.
I'm going to come back to the feel of like you're coming home. When you come in, for one thing, if you're not familiar with Hickory Valley, it's just off of Lee Highway. But when you pull in, you feel like you're going into a neighborhood, because really you are.
Absolutely.
So that's familiar, right, to people who are leaving their neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And then you come in, and I like this. The building is not brand new.
Absolutely.
So it's not full of new architecture. It's familiar.
Absolutely.
And then there's all these windows. So much natural light that comes in.
And that, that helps. You want something bright. For me, I love a bright room.
I do too.
As soon as I wake up, I'm ready to open the blinds. I'm ready to let the sunshine in. And so when, residents are walking from their apartment to bingo, or walking from their apartment to dinner, or, special music performance, it's bright. And our building, we renovated in 2017, but it was important to keep it with the same traditions and culture that we've had for over 30 years.
Yeah. So for you, Blaze, when people are coming in, and there's never a bad time to begin thinking about what you might want to do. Right. Are you going to be the one taking them on a tour? How does that work?
Yes, I've been taking people on tours. We've had quite a few move-ins, so that's great. We do currently have some availability as well. So come by and see us if you're looking for senior living. But I can just speak for being so new that you just feel the warmth walking in the front doors, and I've been welcomed with open arms by both staff and residents, so I feel very grateful. It's a wonderful community and great people.
As being, you are independent living. You have apartments of varying sizes, right? So couples can move in.
Absolutely. We have quite a few couples. We actually had a couple, they moved in individually and they just recently got married.
Oh, that's too cute.
So I've been there over 6 years, our first wedding in the chapel since I've been there, and at least for a couple decades for sure.
Yeah.
So, but couples do move in together, and that's, it's lovely because one of the residents may need a little extra help, and we can provide that in independent living, whereas let's say it's the husband and then the wife, she's able to still do activities and kind of remain her independence while we're helping with her spouse.
Okay, because that's where I was going to try to guide you, so thank you for going there. If you come in and your health is great, but then you have an issue, a health concern, does the resident bring in independent outside care? How does that work?
We can do both. So what's unique about our community is because we do have assisted living, if you're an independent, we do. However, you can stay in independent living if you just need some additional services. They're a la carte. Let's say you're very independent, but you just some mobility challenges, you need some assistance with showering. We can add on that and keep you in your independent living apartment.
Okay.
But then the nice thing is when it is time to transition, if you ever have the need for assisted living, you're already familiar with the staff, your friends are there, so it is an easier transition.
And then within the apartments, I mean, I know y'all have this great dining room.
Sure.
But people can have a full kitchen in their apartment as well.
They do, absolutely. So they have a full kitchen, 2 stove eye burners, a full refrigerator, which is important to people. We've got to have room for our ice cream and our snacks and things like that. So some people, we provide 3 meals a day, but some people still like to cook some eggs or soup or something like that and stay in their apartment.
Or sometimes you just don't want to come down and you want to hibernate a little bit, and you can do that.
Yes.
Order a pizza if you want to.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to schedule a tour, I guess they can pop in too if they want to.
You can always walk in, but you also can call us at 423-855-0508. Ask for Blaze. She will absolutely get some information from you, guide you on that tour to show you specifically the different things that you'd like to look at.
And you can never have too many grandparents, so aren't you lucky? So here again is that phone number at Hickory Valley Retirement Community, 855-0508. You can ask for Blaze, but if you just call and say you want to schedule a tour, what's her name at the front desk?
Miss Judy.
Miss Judy, who knows everything there is to know, will make sure you're in touch with the right person.
Absolutely.
Thank
you, Julie.
Julia, what are you doing? We have a commercial to film.
I'm taking a break.
Breaks are what we're telling people about. Budget breaks.
Visit budgetbreaks.com for locations and coupons. Budget Breaks. Breaks starting at just $100.
Tonight, a block so game-changing.
Yeah! I hit it before you!
It becomes name-changing.
I'm sorry, Block. Block Shelton.
Block Shelton. The Voice, tonight on NBC.
Trial begins at 2 o'clock.
I don't know anything about being a lawyer. This man